I say, give me baby girl another night, yeah. When you want something, come on, you can ask and I never say no. You know what I say, upgrade and nice, I can get you some. I met a girl from the UK. She a dance, she a cutie. I tell her come if she wanna see me. She love the green and she love when it rains. She said bring up the money from the ATM. Tell your mom from your ATM. In no back, you go shopping with your ATM. Go lunch with your ATM. The way back and clothes from your ATM. When I glow every time you come in, be the one with the bag when you are with your friends. Yeah, every time she wants something, she call and check in. You know, I answer when you call and check in. Tell me what's the case, what's the matter? Tell me what's your name, looking fantastic. Dark skin like Fanta. Danger how she move, no panta. Hey, hey, chepe, niña tombong panta, yeah, maybe. You got time into, got time for me to, baby, nice what oh no. I met a girl from the UK. She a dance, she a cutie. I tell her come if she wanna see me. She love the green and she love when it rains. She said bring out the money from the ATM. Tell your mom from your ATM. In no back, you go shopping with your ATM. Go lunch with your ATM. The way bags and clothes from your ATM. When I glow every time you come in, be the one with the bag when you are with your friends now. With your friends now. Girl up for my key, all you really want is my key, Girl want me to wifey, I don't really show nothing but love, Girl up for my key, all you really want is my key, Girl want me to wifey, I don't really show nothing but love. Baby girl, I like it how you move, moving like the ocean. Yeah, she deep like the ocean. She got waves in the hair just like the ocean. Yeah, like the ocean. If it didn't know, with my man some distance from the ocean. Wavy like the ocean, baby. Yeah, you're looking like the ocean. Deep in my pocket like the ocean. She said bring out the money from the ATM. Tell your mom from your ATM. In no back, you go shopping with your ATM. Go lunch with your ATM. The way bags and clothes from your ATM. When I glow every time you come in, be the one with the bag when you are with your friends now. Girl up for my key, all you really want is my key, Girl want me to wifey, I don't really show nothing but love, Girl up for my key, all you really want is my key, Girl want me to wifey, I don't really show nothing but love, Bobby.
Hello. Hello. Shout out to DJ LaFay first in the box. 1020 be so far away. 1020 be extra. Read all about it far away. We got a nice show tonight. How to ditch StreamYard for OBS. A lot of people are looking to make the conversion. I'm looking to make that conversion that much easier. Look, I don't know if I want this one. I don't know if I want this one. Figure it out. A lot of people are like, man, I'm trying to get off of StreamYard, man. I want to get on OBS. I want to live stream to the next level like UCO. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to talk about it tonight. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't procrastinate. Show the people how it works. So tonight I'm going to show you all the little OBS tricks and tips and things you can do to make that transition and make that move and get on to the next level, move on to the next level. But as you know, we still in the intro, so let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is CoVa D Technician, and I'm glad to be back at it again with another live stream. Salute to the people watching me in the chat room. Salute to the people watching me on the replay. And salute to the people watching me in the clouds. I greatly appreciate you for your time. Salute to DJ LaFave in the building. I appreciate DJ LaFave. DJ LaFave told me, see, over, you be going so late. And I'm like, bro, I know, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going late, but that's how I do. But I aim to go a little bit earlier, so I may go 9:30. But a lot of people have asked, hey, CO, you know, when you go live, we want you to show the people some of the things that you do in OBS. I say, oh, well, you know, I sure, no problem. I do that all the time, but I'm stuck on the shade thing. So we got these popping, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit. You can put these on, little cat eye. Nah, I ain't feeling these, so we're gonna keep these on. So like I said, I think I will be with you while doing some web design work. There we go, man. Let's work together, man. I got the tunes, you got the work. Let's make it happen. DJ LaFave is an OBS GOAT, so shout out to DJ LaFave. DJ LaFave Interactive DNA are OBS GOAT to the fullest extent that I mean that. They make me look like a scrub, an absolute noob. Shout out to the lighting. So, without further ado, let me just find my little track. Got my track playing. Okay. So, here's the first thing that I want to point out when it comes to OBS, right? Is that a lot of people are looking to make the move from StreamYard because of the paid subscription part, right? So again, like I said before, a lot of people don't want to pay 1080p for... Let me just make sure my mic is on the right setting on this, because I know I changed my mic around. Okay, we're in dynamic mic over here. Okay, we're dynamic mic. A lot of people don't want to pay for 1080p. Well, you don't have to pay for 1080p on OBS. You just have to make sure you have the equipment to do it. So there's that. Speaking of lighting, just installed 2 Elgato key lights. My man. Elgato key lights for the win. My man DJ LaFave got the Elgato key lights on and popping. And every time I come on this thing, I gotta restart this. And you know what? I spoke with someone recently on a little consulting call, and they asked about the lighting too. And she was going to get the Elgato key lights too. Now, the lights that I advise, I can hear myself peeking. The lights that I advised her to get the GVM lights. I sound great. I appreciate it. I advised her to get the GVM lights only because the GVM lights are on a crazy sale right now. Okay. But I like the Elgato key lights. For me, with Elgato key lights, it comes down to price per value, right? And I think that the GVM lights offer a little bit more value when it comes to pricing than the Elgato key lights. However, Elgato key lights are still great lights to use. And okay, there it goes. So there go my chat box over here. There we go. Okay. So chat box is over here, and we are good to go with that. And a lot of people are asking, how do you set everything up in OBS? So I'm not too sure if I'll be able to show you everything, but I can show people pretty much the best I can and how I do it. Let me just get a little, balance the light up a little bit over here. Yeah, that looks a little bit much better. 2 for 360. There we go. That's good. Okay, that's good. 2 of those for 360. That's actually that's doable, right? Oh my God, this blue. Oh my God, this blue is absurd right now. Man, I appreciate the lighting. So anyway, and let me tag oh boy in this because he actually wanted me to do a stream like this too, so I'm gonna tag him in it. Anyway, so first of all, let's just go ahead and take a look at what you like at your very basic of basic settings that you're gonna have to set up when it comes to StreamYard and OBS, right? I didn't know they didn't change color though. Yeah, see, that's so matter of fact, while we're doing that, right? Let's go ahead and pull these lights up for the homie, because they don't change lights. And that's why I tell people to get the GVM lights. Okay. Woo. I know only DJ LaFave can appreciate that transition. So one of the reasons why I don't always advise these lights is because they don't have color, right? So the Elgato key light, okay, is a professional LED panel of 2800 lumens. Color, but it's supposed to be color adjustable. So there's an app right here. Let me show you. So you can adjust the temperature like this on the app, on the Elgato app. Now, does that give you RGB? I don't believe it does. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, I don't believe it gives you RGB. I believe it gives you the ability to adjust the temperature and the brightness. So the temperature right here will make it warm and cooler, but no RGB. Now the GVM lights, okay, okay. Now the GVM lights, temperature and brightness, yeah, like a bluish to an orange, yeah. Now the GVM lights, right? The GVM lights are RGB. Color temperature, full RGB gamut with saturation. Okay. And then these lights are 115. And they're like the Elgatos. Okay, so they only have color. They only have the lumens, bright and dark, and change the change the temperature. Okay, temperature change from 2300 kelvins to 6800 kelvins. And the reason why I tell people to get the GVMs is when you're looking at what the two lights do side by side, they pretty much do the similar things. Yes, the Elgato has the frosted screen. I believe these come with the frosted screen as well. I have to see somewhere in the packet if they come with that. But see, like something like this right here, the studio setup. So you get the studio setup right here for $230, and it comes with the frosted panel right there. You see, that's the frosted panel. And you get that frosted panel, and then the only extra thing that you'd have to buy, if you don't have the room to set these up like this, are the monitor desk clamps. Now, even with all of that, you're looking at, even when this stuff is always on sale, like $239, and you're looking at maybe $209, you're probably spending maybe an extra $60 on the monitor clamps. So if you're spending an extra $60 on the monitor clamps, you're still spending under $300 for the GVM lights. With an app, with RGB, with the frosted panels, you still have all of that. You still have all of that available. And when you come back and when you look at the Elgato key light, you're spending $199 for one light, or if you get a deal, however you get it, you're spending $360 on two lights, and these lights are not RGB. So if you want to do something like me and not have nanolace on the wall, you're unable to do that because your lights can only adjust based on the brightness and the temperature. So that's kind of why I always tell people, right? That's kind of why I always tell people not to get the Elgato key lights unless they really want the Elgato key lights. Like if you really want the Elgato key lights, go right ahead and get them. Not gonna stop you. But if you're looking for something where you get the most bang for your buck and you get the most value, I'll always point people towards the GVM or the GVM RGBs, because you just, in my personal opinion, you just get. Thanks for making me feel burned, bro. No, ain't no problem, man. That's my. That's my job. That's my job, DJ LaFave. That's my job, man. Come on, man. You gotta hit the. Y'all gotta hit the technician, man. When you guys, while I'm working, like I like the different. Why I'm at work, I like the different colors. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the technician, man. When you got questions like that, go ahead and hit your boy up, man. You know, I'm not gonna lead you astray. I'd have told you straight. I'd have told you with the quickness. Like, look, check these GVMs out, bro. Check these GVMs out. And I think with your setup, I seen your room, you got the space too to leave them on the stands that they come with, so you don't even need monitor clamps. It's this blue right here. This blue and the that shit hitting different for your boy. Got my ceiling light set up as some RGB. Okay, so you got ceiling light set up as RGB. That's fire. Okay, you got to do another video of your studio, man, so I can see that. You got studio LEDs. The key lights do look pretty though. Yeah, my room has an LED light. I just don't really use it because I like having the lights off in my room and just I have enough lights coming at me where I don't need all that other stuff. So I don't need like my light bulbs on and stuff like that. So I don't really need any of that stuff. All right. Yes, indeed. So let's come over here. Let's come over here and let me pull my settings up real quick. So we're gonna go to my live scene. There you go. This is your extra. We're gonna put you down there. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and go settings. Now, the destroy them with lasers though, I can actually do. What you had been watching was, you guessed it, an OBS trick. Yes. Still was bright as hell, but those are legit blinding. Bro, I don't know what you like. I don't know why you do that though. You're crazy, man. Like, you really, like, I one time felt bad for you because like I really thought like, man, see, like the lights is really bright, bro. Like the lights are so bright. I don't know what you're thinking, man. I don't know what you're thinking. So yes, I'm using the ugly Rossini color. I'm using the ugly Rossini color in OBS because I got tired of the default in the black, and the system is mad white. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to, you know, switching over from StreamYard, you gotta understand that you gotta carry over your stream key. So if I was to bring this screen down here, you go stream settings. Okay. Let me see if I gotta move this over. All right. Now shout out to Interactive DNA because he actually put me on to this. So I've made a custom stream key based on a 4K setting. So now I'm streaming in 4K now. So this is my 4K setting. If you're not too inclined to get that technical with it like me, move this away a little bit. If you're not that inclined to get that technical like I am, you can just use the default stream key that gets populated by YouTube, and you don't got to change any of this stuff up here. But when you come to, we got David H in the building. What's going on? So you got to copy your stream key here. So you got to take the stream key from YouTube, copy it here. Now, and select YouTube RTMPS. That's the service. And the server is the primary YouTube ingest server. All the self-explanatory when you see it. Now, output is where things get, where you can get creative based on how you want to stream. So I've recently changed all of my settings. I've changed my settings, and I've changed my settings to 4 so I can stream in 4K. And I've dropped a lot of the custom settings that I used to run. We got Trent in the building. What's going on, Trent? So this is like the basic YouTube settings when it comes to output for your setting up for your streaming. Okay, so to break this down, if you're on if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you're looking at NVENC, right? And if you have an AMD graphics card, you're doing X264, and that's going to be based off your processor or the Cisco equivalent of NVENC, which is not that good. But X264, it depends on your X264 depends on your processor, and if you have a good processor, X264 in some cases is going to perform better than NVENC, but it's going to depend on your processor. So the rate control is CBR controlled bit rate. So I have it set at 1 bit rate, which is 20,000 kilobits, right? And of course, you have to figure out what your internet upload speeds are and calculate that from there. I'm not going to get into calculations right now, but if you have the calculations to stream at whatever bit rate that you want. But most people wouldn't, if they're not doing too much, 6,000 kilobits per second is good enough for them. And the bit rate is the quality of the stream, per second. So if you're not doing too much, most people start at 6,000. For me at 4K, 10,000 is the minimum and the maximum is 30. So I'm doing it at 20. I haven't seen too much of a difference between 20,000 and 30,000 for me personally. So I'm just keeping it at 20,000 for now, because I actually like the quality that I see using 20 kilobits per second. Now the keyframe interval is how many times you switch keyframes. I have it set to 2. And these are the settings again now that was advised to me from Interactive DNA. He's a professional broadcaster on YouTube. Excellent fucking channel. This guy's a GOAT when it comes to this stuff. So I learned a lot from watching him. So instead of using my very complex Stream FX settings, I went back to the basics when it came to OBS so I can mimic his 4K setup, because I definitely love his setup and love how he does his streams, man. It's so professional, so clean. So the preset, again, so this is based on my preference alone. This is not something I would advise most people to do, depending on your hardware. I set to low latency. So for me, for low latency means it's 1 for 1. So if I see a comment in the chat room, I can respond in real time without the delay. Okay, so there's no real delay. There's not a lot of delay with me interacting with people in the comments. So I see a comment, I can see it on the stream, I can respond, you hear me responding to it, so it's not a huge delay. The profile I set is high, so that's just the performance profile. GPU set to 0. Max B frames is 2. How many B frames are used in OBS when it comes to the encoding process? Most people set it to 2. When you're using custom settings, you go to 4, 8, and 12. It really depends, but I'm not using any real custom settings. Just using the OBS settings here with NVENC H.264. Now, recording, I'm not going to go too in depth with well, I'm going to explain recordings, because some people are like, well, StreamYard charges you for recording and there's a limit. So of course with OBS, there's no limit for recording. It just really depends on your available hardware and your available storage space. I'm not going to hit record now because I have some encoder overload issues with my recording, so I have to figure out where that's coming from. So with that being said, my recording setting, I had it set at 1080p. And all of these are custom settings based on StreamFX. Okay, if you were to remove this, it will have basic settings like this: CBR, keyframe, preset, high, GPU, and max V frames. Okay, so I'm not going to explain all of this right now because it's very advanced. I'll just say that if you was to record and you want to use a simple X.264, it would look just like this. When we move on to audio, the audio bitrate, I put my audio up to 192 because it sounds better on stream at 192. I've tested it already. Yes, the maximum in YouTube, I believe, is 128, if I'm not mistaken. For whatever reason, on the stream or the recording, the audio sounds different at 192 for me. So I put it at 192. And I just put everything at 320 and max everything out. But the main focus is this track one, which is going to be your mic, Ashton mic, which is my main mic. And I put that at 192. I don't have any buffers set up. And again, when you come down here to audio on OBS, StreamYard does not give you the ability. 160. Yeah, 160. There we go. Thank you. The max is 160. YouTube cannot process audio beyond 160. It doesn't crush anything. It just can't process it. But for whatever reason, my mic and how I set my mic up, when I was listening to the audio and the way my mic sound, it just sounds different on 192 when again gets down processed, only gets heard at 160 on YouTube. For whatever reason, I was trying to figure out why that was. I didn't, try to process it too much and blow a blood vessel. I just left it alone. Okay, I'll just leave it at 192, let YouTube do its thing while I'm streaming. The stream's gonna sound good. So these are your custom global audio settings. This is something that you can do in OBS that you don't really have the availability to do in StreamYard beyond the mic and the speaker. So I'm running everything through my mic. That's my chat mic, and everything's running through my broadcast stream mix because that's my Gore XLR, and my Gore XLR is routing everything to the stream mix. So pretty much what that means is that the stream mix is the compilation or the collective of all the other audio sources that are coming through on my mixer, and it's being recreated on OBS. So if I was to turn my music up, turn my music down, or play a sample, turn the sample up and down, okay? All that's being controlled on broadcast stream. And the decay rate is pretty much your audio meter. So you just set it to fast. You have different settings here. These settings use more CPU. So if you don't really have a powerful CPU, you want to take the drag off your CPU. You want to use less as possible. So I'm fine with the sample peak. Because of the encoder settings that I'm using, I'm drawing more energy. I'm drawing more processing power from the CPU. So I wanted to lessen that draw on the CPU. These are all hotkeys. I don't have any hotkeys set up because I don't want to. And here's the big boy right here. So my base canvas resolution, because all the effects that you see on my screen are set at 1080p. So I don't want to change my base canvas. However, I want to change my output scaled resolution to 4K. So what that means is that anything that's my output is automatically scaled to 4K to show on YouTube in 4K. My downscale filter, I have watched videos after videos. Most people cannot explain what Lanczos and bicubic really means. All I know is the best one to use is Lanczos, sharpen scaling 36 samples. And if your CPU has drag, you use bicubic. You downgrade it from there. The visual difference is somewhat minuscule, but again, these are settings that I was advised by Interactive DNA after using a bunch of different custom settings. So I'm trying these out, and when I feel I'm ready to change, I make my own adjustments, and I'm streaming to you at 4K 60. Now the stream is coming out at 60, but my camera is at 4K 30. Okay. Again, you have a whole set of hotkeys to control whatever it is that you want in OBS. Again, StreamYard doesn't give you the ability to use hotkeys, to my knowledge, from using StreamYard, but you have that ability here in OBS to your heart's content. And finally, we have the advanced setting, which gives you all the advanced settings that you want for your video. So my color space is 709 because I'm actually using S-Log on the camera to flatten the color profile as much as possible, because my color correction is done in OBS. So I never thought to upscale. I always go the other way. Yeah, I know. I did too, right? I did too, and until I realized how easy it is just to upscale the output. See, once you upscale the output, it saves the headache of having to. Oh, Mixcloud recommends 720. Okay, 720p. Nick, okay, 720p on Mixcloud. Okay, 720p on Mixcloud. Okay. Interesting. 720p on Mixcloud. Okay. This sounds loud. Okay. And that's it. That's pretty much it for the settings, right? Save the projections on exit. One important note for you to make: you can also use OBS with StreamYard for the presenter's cam oh yeah, definite big facts. I didn't even get to that yet. I always use OBS when I get on StreamYard panels, just in case people are stuck on paying that money. Yeah, big facts. Let me just go ahead and show you what that looks like. Let me see. Oh, somebody having tech issues. So let me show you here. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a virtual camera. Uh-oh, let me not do that, because my computer was having a heart attack just now. I can hear it. So the virtual camera, what the virtual camera does is that creates a webcam. No, wrong scene. Okay. What the virtual cam does is, dude, no more rain. Get that out of here. You know what? I'm gonna change it right now, because DJ LaFave is right, bro. We good on the rain over here on the East Coast. Like, we don't want no more rain. You right, bro. You right. I'm gonna change that right now. You right. What we got? You're so right. I don't want to see no more rain. There we go. Is this one moving? Rain is cool. No, we don't want no rain. No more rain. No more rain. Okay, there we go. We get anime thongs. My backyard is still underwater. Oh my God. Shout out to DJ LaFave. We want anime thongs. That's what we want now. Trent says endless rain or endless snow. Shit. That's hard, because if you had endless snow, wouldn't it melt into... I would take snow. I would take snow. Endless love. Endless love on the wind of an angel. Endless love on the wind of an angel. Endless love on the wind. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop, yo. Anyway. Anyway. So when you're looking to make the switch, you got to understand like what friends listen to Endless Love in the Dark. Hold on, I got somebody having some tech issues. Somebody having tech issues. So when you're looking at, you know, coming over from StreamYard, you have to look at how many, like the options that you're getting and the control that you're getting in OBS when you're leaving StreamYard. Because when you're in StreamYard, all you're pretty much, matter of fact, let me put a pin in that right now. Let me point something out to Trent. So Trent was looking at Dr. Disrespect, and you know how I feel about Dr. Disrespect. I think Dr. Disrespect's presentation and output on YouTube has no competition, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you his stream intro. So I'm gonna kill my music. I'm gonna show you his stream intro so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this right here, my man, A Million Grand. We got A-Win in the building. So this is his stream with Tim Tatman, Dr. Lupo, and Courage JD, right? So what you're seeing here is the intro to the stream, which is like the waiting screen when he plays his custom music. So we're gonna fast forward into where you see. Okay, so what you see here is this is a custom animated image with the clock, which is his countdown, in the distance, right? Now this is all one image. Okay, this is all one image that you're seeing here. Now we're gonna fast forward. And this is the intro, right? So I'm gonna I'm gonna leave my camera up here for, you know, copyright purposes. StreamYard knocked out my OBS when I downloaded. Okay, hold on. A1 is timeless. Try it again, because StreamYard over the weekend, last weekend, was doing that exact shit to a lot of people. Try it again and see if it's doing it now, because it was doing that to pretty much every single person that I talked to. And that's why people were canceling their subscriptions over the weekend, because it was doing that. Try that again. Let me know. Shoot me an email if it does that again, because it stopped doing that. And they said it wasn't doing it anymore. So please let me know if StreamYard is still doing it, because I want to know. Because it's not supposed to be doing that. And they said that was because of a Chrome issue. So shoot me an email. People, let me know if your StreamYard is still malfunctioning when you're turning it on, because that's a problem. Anyway, let's continue. So here's the intro animation. So now peep this, right? This is all a custom video, and this is all a custom video intro for Dr. Disrespect. And for the people, this is in OBS. This is the intro video that you play in OBS, right? So this is an intro video.
Stop right there! You think that's the end of the line? You think we're done? Did we put the locks on the arena? Champions Club. The name is Dr. Disrespect.
Come on! Dark alleyways is where they're gonna find us. The next game
D-Rock in the building.
The next play, it's going to be a dominating one. The next snipe, 360 minimum. The next victory, celebration time.
Better than this guy. Get the hell out of my face. What about you? What about this guy? First time he's ever played. This guy's the first time he's ever played right here. Look at him.
This game. This is all part of the video montage. This is a video montage.
Down the mountain, does his first 360, warms it up. Boom. Just like that. That is the end of the game.
Oh! Don't you you dare peek, Johnny boy! Don't you ever dare peek in the 2 times world!
This is my video game realm. This is my video game domain, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. It was really only a matter of time.
Pause it right there.
It was really only a matter of time.
Okay, so what you're seeing here, this is green screen on top of a 6'8" 37" vertical leap. Yeah, he's a big fucking dude, man. He's an athletic guy. That's a big motherfucker, man. This is green screen with an image moving in the background, right? So that's an actual image with the green screen in the background. I'm going to show you that in other scenes. That's part of his shtick that no one really does that I see, right? So a lot of what he does is like really game changing in terms of like green screen, mixing still images with green screen, almost back in the day of like 90s movies with still images and CGI graphics, right? So this is what he's doing with his streams and his intro and his graphic intro. And salute to D-Rock Den for the Cash App. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, Cash App in the description box below. I greatly appreciate it. So let's continue. I'm gonna show you this again. Again, it's the same thing. Green screen, animated moving still image in the background, like my wallpapers. Green screen on front. And right here, if you notice at the bottom left where the plus sign is, where the play button is, you'll see that he's walking behind the image. So there's the green screen, then him, then an image in front of him. And the way you mimic that is that you copy this image and you place it on top of the green screen, so that when the person is walking in between it, they're in front of the green screen but behind the image, and that's how you create that kind of effect.
This guy, get this guy out of here! I wasn't even touched!
Yeah. Am I a boomer? Huh? Am I a boomer? Huh? Boom! How about that? Am I a boomer? Boom! Come on, I'm not even gonna look at this last guy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna look at.
Okay, come on, Doc. You were looking, but we're not gonna go there.
Whoa!
This looks like it's in 480p.
And today we're crushing them! We're slicing them up! Nobody does it better! 6'8", 37" vertical leap, and you're telling me that...
Yeah, man, listen, DJ LaFave, you already know layers, man. Like, people don't even touch, like, when we're talking about OBS, all right, okay. When we're talking about OBS, man, we haven't even gotten to the level of layers and layering image on video graphics. Like, that's not even something that even people even get to, right? We're not even talking about that right now, right? We're just, so I mean, we got to get people, like, when we're getting people off of StreamYard, we're getting people off of StreamYard, we got to 480p. Shout out to Primi. She locked out from her YouTube account for whatever reason. When we're getting people off of StreamYard, we're getting them off of having to pay for 1080p. So we're not even talking about layers and green screens and layering effects and video effects and transparent and alpha. Like, we're not even talking about that right now. We're just talking about getting you to control and have maximum output of your mic in your webcam or your camera. Well, let's get back into it.
You got the guts to go against me. You've convinced yourself that you're better than me. Wrong. You're not even close. Because I'm at the tippity top. I'm at the tippity top of the mountain. And I'm literally only halfway up.
It's my favorite part. Okay, so take a peek at this now. Okay, so again, this is the layers with the green screen that I have very lofty goals. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So this is the green screen background image, and here are the tires. That's another separate image on top of this green screen background, and that's creating the effect that he's in between them, right? So again, that's a fucking intro to a stream. That's you know, that's top quality in my opinion. That's top quality, right? That beats B-roll on with RGB lights on a plant. Now, something about Disrespect that he changed that I was a little disappointed with. He changed his outro, right? Now you have to see this outro. So let's go to full live streams. And I have to go all the way down to find his outro. It's a real old outro. So let's go here. I can see it.
Ow. And then you use my heart. And also 20 beat. Fuck man. Yeah, we got some new ideas to keep things rocking,
Okay.
keeping the energy up during these tough times in the video.
I'm going to show it to you guys.
Too. People will check.
DJ LaFace said, I used to use layers with the move source filter. This way I can crop and hide things behind other things, even if it's just like a color source. Absolutely. I have to find it because he unlists all his other streams for whatever reason. He doesn't keep his streams up very long, I guess.
Off when I say sweat, but
let's
I'm just making a call.
Let him.
I know. Oh, you know.
Hey, GG's today, Z. What a run. What a run.
The fantastic run, man.
And like Trent said, right? Like I don't watch.
Yeah, still great.
Third place? Yeah.
Like Trent said, right? I don't watch for the gaming. I just watch for the presentation. I think the presentation is unmatched, right? Like that's where it's at as far as like presentation goes. Like it's unmatched, right? With what he does.
Anyways, Champions Club. I'm telling you.
Here we go. All right, so here's the outro. And I can recreate this. I just haven't done it yet, but I can recreate this in Adobe Premiere. I kind of figured out how to do it, but I'm gonna play this outro for you. You can see what I mean by a great outro to a stream.
Attack the Weekend.
Now, if you've noticed, right, he killed the music here, and I killed my music. I want you to hear it. So he killed his music because he's setting up a scene, right? So he's setting up a scene where the scene is the music and the video, and there's a video, and in this video clip, there's a transparency layer that shows him on camera, and then it goes back to the video playing again. I'm gonna show you that.
Anyways,
okay, so now the sound is gone.
Do me a favor.
See, this is the
Monday
outro.
through Friday,
this is the outro.
you went all in, baby. Reward yourself. Go buy a fucking Lamborghini.
Definitely treat yourself nice, fellas.
You deserve it.
Okay, so now this is how the intro starts. Okay, now cuts to the transparency layer where it shows him on camera doing his shtick, and you're gonna see it cut again. This is all in one video. This is all in one video clip that has a transparency layer. Unlisting streams help to prevent them from destroying your average watch time. Yeah, you're right.
And when you get inside of that Lamborghini.
Okay. So again, this is a video that's playing that has a transparency layer in between showing him on camera. That's why it's doing that's why it's doing what it's doing.
You put your foot on that pedal and you don't let up.
Okay.
And if the fuel tank is empty.
Yeah, he made this music too. This is all his custom music too. He has a whole set up where he, production team where he makes his music.
Fill it up. Because the next guy who cuts you off on the freeway, remind him that there's a problem. Demand their respect.
Cut again. My bro Yori. Here's the final scene. Okay. Highlight social media. Right? That plays out in stream. Okay? So that's how he does his intro and he does his outro, right? So a lot of the in-between stuff is the regular gaming green screen show gameplay thing on footage that people know game streamers to do. But a lot of what like really grabs and grips people is really that intro and really that outro that he does, right? Because it's like vaporwave mixed with some rock music. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to my bro Yori. How you doing, bro? And not to say that you can duplicate that exactly, but the understanding of that, how that can be recreated, can easily be done in OBS. Now, again, you can do that in StreamYard. You can do it to an extent. You can do it, right? You can do it. But to maximize your abilities to do it, is better done in broadcasting software like Ecamm and OBS, because that outro involves the transparency in the video to be shown on the stream. That's why, just passing through, no doubt. That's why as the video is playing, it is like it's cutting to him. So some people watching that outro, they may think that it's a person on a switcher constantly switching to the scene into the video, when in actuality the video itself is playing through, and part of the video is to be transparent to show the person on the camera. Now, you probably could do that in StreamYard. I just think it would be easier to do in OBS. And of course, I can show you how I know. I don't want to play his video because he's a little finicky. He liked to claim people stuff. Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much how it's done. So again, leaving StreamYard. We good now. Like, leaving StreamYard opens the door to so much more creativity when it comes to streaming. At the end of the day, you can make your stuff look much better and sound better than it does on StreamYard. I mean, that's why people say, hey, I'm leaving StreamYard, I want to learn OBS or Ecamm. It's because of those things. It's not because also because StreamYard was messing up over the weekend, a lot of people canceled their subscription, so there's that too. Yeah, I spoke to so many people that's canceled their subscriptions last week, and that was crazy. I would have never thought that I would speak to that many people over a weekend that told me that they canceled their subscription based solely on the fact of the issue that 8Windows Timeless just was in my chat room telling me about. I mean, I had a lot of people tell me that they canceled their subscription because it messed up on them so bad over the weekend. Now, let me show you another trick that people use in streaming No, actually, no, I'm not gonna show you that because that has nothing to do with OBS. That's more hardware stuff, right? Well, I want to show it because it looks cool, right? I'm gonna show it to you because it looks cool. So we got the activator, and what he uses. I'm gonna keep my music on. Shout out to 799 subs. Let's get to that 800. Word, right? We need one more sub to get to 800 subs. It's not 1,000, but 800 is a great milestone for me. And we at 799. I would love to see 800. But what he uses, you know what? I had a second account, Laugh Aloud 200 to go, my man. Ha ha! Let's go. Let's go. So what he's using is a slider. Okay. Now, of course, if you don't have the room where your TV and your monitor and your computer are to mount a slider behind you, yes, don't do this. You don't have the room for that. However, if you do have the room, what this does is it sort of grabs people's attention. So instead of them just simply looking at a person talking on the screen, their eyes are following you because it's like you're talking to them, and it's creating this great sense of movement and motion that's keeping people involved, right? So I'm not gonna play his video because that's a tutorial, but that's just an example of something that you can do with your equipment. Now, actually, you can actually do that in StreamYard as well too. So don't get me wrong. That's something you can do in StreamYard as well too. So I'm not gonna completely say you can't do nothing in StreamYard. We got 800 subs in the building. Ah, yeah. 800 subs. Yeah, boy. 800 subs in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, indeed. 800 subs. A new record. Shout out to the people that's been I mean, it's no talking robot. Man, DJ LaFave, that talking robot thing you got, man, that shit is wicked, bro. That's crazy. Technician popping bottles, baby. Yes, indeed. We got.
Shots fired!
I'm 200 away from being
I'm a big YouTuber.
From being a big YouTuber. 800 in the box, baby. I appreciate everyone that's following your boy. Appreciating the content, man. We all provide quality content in our own special way. I hope I'm providing quality to the people that's listening to me. So I appreciate that. Most definitely. Most definitely indeed. Now, another thing about StreamYard, D-Rock, then I appreciate that, bro. And D-Rock, then again, I was saying, you know, I was telling people that was with regards to the hand-moving YouTuber dude. Yes, I know. D-Rock then, like I was saying, I was telling people the other day, like D-Rock den's been one of my day one subscribers. You know, D-Rock den been over here since I was on Hangouts, streaming in Hangouts, right, D-Rock den? And I told people, you know, in D-Rock den, you're the one that gave me the idea to get the user nickname the technician in the first place. You know, so D-Rock den been over here since we've been streaming in StreamYard. I mean, since we've been streaming in Hangouts. So D-Rock den is the day one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Rock den. Always showing your boy love when he paying too. And he always be watching in the clouds too. But I appreciate D-Rock den from always showing up. 800 in the building. Yes, indeed, baby. We got 2 more. We got 200 more to go.
I'm a big YouTuber.
So we could be a big YouTuber like all you other guys, man. A big YouTuber. Big YouTuber indeed, man. One thing I hear about people when it comes to StreamYard is that StreamYard keep up with the graphics, right? So all of the stuff I do, this is all graphics, this is all data, this is all space that is being, this is all storage that is being used, and there's a limit on these graphics that you can use in StreamYard. Yes, sir. D-Rock Den, yo, D-Rock Den been here since Hangouts. You know, D-Rock Den been here since Hangouts. We got, oh, Primpin finally got, you know, Primpin finally got her, she finally got into the system. Shout out to Primpin, ain't easy. I'm gonna need you to chill out. So StreamYard puts a limit on the video and the media that you can use as part of your stream. And Melon does too. Melon's about 150. I'm pretty sure StreamYard is the same. Congrats and peace, bro. Time for Z's. Keep it popping. All right, salute to DJ LaFave. Y'all go check out DJ LaFave's channel. DJ LaFave is an OBS goat on here. I mean, there's way bigger channels than DJ LaFave, but I mean, like, the stuff that he do, they're not even sniffing. I mean, for real though. Like, there's people on YouTube that talk about OBS that ain't even sniffing the stuff that DJ LaFave is talking about. Between him and Interactive DNA, like, I don't really need to watch a whole lot of other people unless they drop some filters or shaders that I want to see. These guys got it all. So shout out to those two, man. So there's no restrictions in OBS when it comes to using your video clips. Like, I can use whatever. I can pull 4K video clips and load that onto my stream. Check out the CoVa guest spot. Yeah, I was on his stream. Check out his last stream when he has the talking. Yo, he has a talking robot. Okay, so let me explain this thing. So I don't know if he said, but so DJ LaFave has this thing, invite cam, right? It can invite up to 100 people based solely on internet, nothing different than StreamYard, and it's audio only. So you don't gotta worry about no stupid porn bomb stuff. On top of that, on his stream, every person that talks, there's a robot that he has that its mouth moves as it's talking, right? So the audio visualizer is a talking animated robot that eyes and mouth moves as everyone is talking. So instead of it looking like him talking to the camera directly or himself, he's talking to the robot, and the robot is everyone's voice. And with this setup that he has, over 100 people can be, you know, in the room talking to him. Yo, it's so crazy, man. I'm telling you, man, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, man. So DJ LaFave just, check out DJ LaFave's last stream. His last stream, you'll see the talking robot. This shit is crazy. And imagine the comedic effect that you can do with that, right? You can replace a talking robot, like a talking animated GIF of like a celebrity or a political figure. The sky's the limit, man. It was so cool, man. Shout out to DJ LaFave. And again, if you haven't noticed, I got the little skull in the top right hand. That's snap cam. So if you haven't noticed, that thing is moving with me. So that's snap cam up there in the top right. Top, my right, your left, whichever one, you know. However it works for you. Oh man. But yeah, there she is. Prim finally came. But there's no limit on the visual media that you can upload, right? Now, I'm glad I remembered. So Trent had asked me something earlier today, and Trent asked me about GIFs and stuff like that, and Prim has asked me about GIFs as well. So the thing with GIFs are, they're an image source, right? So if you go add image source and you find your GIF, shit, I don't remember why I downloaded this thing. Documents. Damn, okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't have the GIFs, but what I do have are the green screen effects, right? So let me show you these green screen effects. because Trent likes memes, and you can use memes as a media source, right? So Trent's like memes, so you can use green screen videos as part of your meme, like this right here, and then you just set it to loop. Okay. So that's the green screen effect. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to properties, I'm gonna go to filters, is it chroma key? Make it disappear. Okay. The explosion, and there goes the explosion right there on the screen, green screened out. Okay. And then you can just shrink it. You just shrink it. Okay. And you can have it just come like something over here. On the screen like that, right? And then if you have more green screen, you can get, this is one I got for, I was showing Primpin. She likes sparkles, stuff like that. And same concept, right? You're just using it, you're looping that MP4. Yeah, I'm looping this. Okay, so this is a loop now. Okay. All that's just a loop. What else do I have? Okay, that's it for that. And all of these are green screens. Now, I have stuff that I downloaded on my computer. I'm gonna show it to you now. Blockbuster. This is before you guys even followed me. I had this stuff. Okay. So now what you can also do is you can download high-res textures, video clips, and use them that are already ready for green screen like these. So before you guys were following me, I had an explosion that I would do on screen. I didn't set it back up, but I had an explosion that I did on screen, and it was a custom scene. So let me show you the explosion. Okay. So this right here, this explosion that you're seeing on screen, this is a, you know what? Let me close this. Let me come to the big screen. Let me kill that. Put myself on the big screen. There we go. So I can show you. It's this over here. So that just a little bit. Okay. So let me show you this. You on the, let me. You got panties. What's going on? Shout out to Pandies. It dawned on me that I don't need a GIF because OBS you can loop a video. Yeah, you don't need a GIF because you can just simply. You don't need a GIF because you can just use a green screen video, so you don't need a GIF. You see, you don't need a GIF for that. Okay, you don't need a GIF for that. So let me show you this on the big screen. And I got hundreds of these. You just go loop. Then you find your source. You bring it here. Bring it in. And there go my little explosion. Okay. Now I can change this because I don't like it. It's not big enough for me. Oh my God. And we're gonna change it, okay? So this texture that this video clip that I'm using, this is already made for green screen because it's a transparent video. This is the same type of video clip that's used in Dr. Disrespect's outro because of how it's constructed. Let's play some different stuff now. That's not different. I've played at something different. Okay. Now let me show you some more stuff, right? Now again, if you're wondering to like have like GIFs, like I said, you don't need GIFs because you have the ability in OBS to use transparent video clips like that. Okay, so you can have your video clip here, and what you can then do is you can just simply duplicate this. There's an easier way. I'm just going to show it to you here. And then you just take the duplicate and you just do it like that. So I mean, that's one of the many ways you can use video clips. And again, if you're using Panty Over, kick me out of Clubhouse and YouTube. My devices have been malfunctioning. I mean, it's 100% an accident, okay? I really didn't mean for that to happen. I really didn't mean for that to happen. Oh my God. I mean, I really didn't mean for that to happen. I'm loving this, the blue. That's this blue that I'm getting, that I can get, that lavender and blue. I love it. I couldn't get in. That's crazy. But when you're using StreamYard, you don't have the ability to do what I just did because there's a limit to all these video clips that you're loading. So you can't load all these video clips onto StreamYard. I can't look like my camera's having a focus issue. I can see it in the camera. I'm gonna stop moving so much. Doing it in 4K, so I'm gonna try not to do too much. So there's a limit on the video clips that you're using because you're doing it in 4K. All because she was a fan of LeBron. I mean, that's kind of a legit reason though. Like, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, that's just, I think it's fair. It was a fair reason to move her to the audience, but I didn't want her to not be able to get, oh my God, I have to stop streaming. I love the explosion. Oh my God, I got to step my streaming game up. I love the explosions. I'm telling you, like this, and that's like child's play, really. Like the explosions and stuff like that. We like this move and Source and Trent. You guys have to see the stream. Let me see. Let me type my name up. I'm gonna show you. See if I have it still up. Exactly. He's punishing me for stating a fact. My God. Okay. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live. Let me show you guys a stream that I did a few months ago. I'm gonna show you, I'm going to show you green screen effects that you can do. Okay, not that. Okay. So peep this. Okay. We're gonna kill my music. Okay, so this is a stream that I did in June. Okay. This is the green screen effects. This is my green. This is using the green screen and a filter. Check your DM on Twitter. This is a SDF filter on OBS that adds a glow around you for the green screen. So I'm gonna show you how this looks.
You don't need a whole bunch of cameras. You don't need a whole bunch of expensive mics. You don't need a bunch of expensive computers. All you need is the will and the ability to create. You just need to be able to get it done. I'm going to break all of that down tonight. I got a couple of videos I want to play for you, and I got my own perspective, my own.
My name is Noel Molt with.
I was trying to listen on your Clubhouse room earlier too. It sounded very informative. Yeah, that's that Clubhouse room I'm going to recreate. I'm going to do a lot more. That's going to be the creator tech support room, because let me come to the chat room real quick with this. So the reason why I did that, is because there's a lot of people who come. No, I'm gonna stay on the big screen for this. So there's a lot of people who come to YouTube and who come to Clubhouse. I need that blue in my life. Yo, that blue, this blue that I got, like when it hits this blue, that blue is everything. When there's a lot of people that come to Clubhouse and they actually come to Clubhouse for information, for support in things that they're trying to learn and do. And a lot of creators I have spoken to have told me that a lot of times that like that point gets missed, and a lot of it turns into conversations that's not really what people are there for in Clubhouse. And a lot of times when people are trying to get that information, the topic gets changed into something that has nothing to do with what people are originally there for. So what I want to do with the creator Clubhouse, the creator tech support room in Clubhouse, is a place where people can have that variety conversation, because I'm 100% capable of having variety conversations about almost anything, right? But also to keep the sense that people need help in things that go beyond thumbnails and titles and algorithms. People need help in stuff with hardware. How to make the mic work? Why is the mic not connecting? What's wrong with the camera? How come my camera's not showing what I need to see? What's wrong with my lights? You know, learning about the algorithm, learning about how to engage and how to create value, all helpful things for people when creating content on platforms. Don't get it wrong, but if someone's having an issue with their camera not recording, and someone's having an issue with not being able to set up your mic, how helpful is it to understand thumbnails and titles and algorithms if you can't even record the things that you need to record and film the things that you need to film? So the tech support room is to help people out with things that people need help with software and hardware. Not to get lost in the infinite sea of creator coaching content and commentary, because that's not, in my opinion, that's not helpful for a lot of people when they need hardware, when they need help with hardware. So that room is going to help people with understanding the issues that they may have with hardware, how to improve their hardware, how to improve their software, and how to overcome the technical issues that people are coming across that have nothing to do with data and statistics. It's physical things that are a part of this setup that they need help with. They need help fixing. So the tech support room in Clubhouse is going to be for that. Again, like we would have the conversations, and it's a vibe chill conversation, and we'll talk about a bunch of other things in between that, but the conversation of the room will never supersede the need to help people that are having issues with their technical needs. And that's why I want to do the room. That's why I want to keep doing the room, because there are people that simply need help with their tech stuff, and it has nothing to do with data and algorithms. But coming back, if I turn this off, there we go. You've been causing technical issues. Oh boy. And if you're wondering what this light is, it's this thing right here. This little light right here is so game changing for my setup. I would have never believed it if I didn't see Steggy's video, yo. This little light right here changes the entire dynamic of my studio setup so much. It's unbelievable. This is what lighting does for you, right? This little thing right here takes what you see here with the shadow and turns it into this, just with a little light. And then once I have that light there, all I have to do is come and change my nano leaves, and we have a different atmosphere. So Let me just go ahead and mute this. I'm gonna explain what you're seeing here with this green screen.
Think Media, and yes, this is.
So this again, like this is just another level of how you can use effects with green screens in OBS that you're not able to do in Stream. You can't even do this in StreamYard unless you're running your OBS with StreamYard and Virtual Cam. And at that point, why not just simply just use OBS, right? It only makes sense. Because OBS has a virtual cam feature, but if you're going to be doing all of this and doing it in StreamYard, you might as well just use you might as well just use OBS. So again, this is just a filter that goes on top of the green screen, on top of my video camera and green screen, and it adds a nice it adds a nice outline to my video while I'm on the green screen, which makes it pop and stand out from what I'm displaying, what I'm presenting. When it comes to green screen effects, it's always like the little things that make it stand out, the little things that are different, the little things that make it look better.
8.5 by 10-foot room, which is pretty small. And so I got my office in here. This is where I work all day.
Right now,
and actually I do a great breakdown of in this video. So if you're interested in watching this stream from this point, it's actually a really good stream, and I break down the YouTube studio setup in very great detail here, and it's actually a pretty good video. So if you want to check that out, definitely check this video out. I see a bunch of people. Shout out to Sneed and Bionic Scoop and Sneed and Yori and Kevin Kelly and Case Business Podcast in the chat room.
Where he's 100% right is that you can also use something to cover up your background. I have a green screen. I have a 5-screen paper room divider. You can use anything you want to cover up your background to make your
Seahawks colors
10 times better, right? So instead of having people see everything that's crazy in your background, put up a green screen. Instead of having,
and a good thing about this outline is you can change the color, because I changed the color somewhere here. There we go. Did I change the color? When did I change the color? There we go. I changed the color here.
feel that way. However, I will also say that a USB microphone is a great first way.
So once you load your camera, are you minimizing that particular source? What do you mean? So once you load your camera, are you minimizing that particular source? I don't minimize any sources in OBS. Yeah, maybe you can, if you can restate your question. I'm not minimizing any sources in OBS though.
To get into podcasting and live streaming and creating your content. And for majority of most people is that for most people using a USB microphone.
As you see here, like I changed the color of this effect, right? You can change the color of this effect multiple times based on your settings. The only thing with this effect is it does use a lot of CPU, so don't do it if you have a potato computer, because it's gonna drain your computer with that effect.
Savages weight on my shoulder. Told my little baby the waiting is over. I showed her I'm really the man. All of these rappers be trying to send me they songs. I just told them to send me a band. All of my niggas gon' turn up and function. I'm hitting the stage with that Henny in hand. Boy, you ain't popping until you can fly out the country. I met on my city demands. I do not rock with authority morally. None of them niggas be coming correct. Watch how you treating the one at the bottom tomorrow. He might just be coming to connect.
Yes, I had to add the camera as a source. Yes, so I add the camera as a source. I add the camera as a source, yes. You do add the camera as a source. Oh, this green is working for your boy too over here, man. This green is working. This green is working for your boy. Yes, I do add the camera as a source. That video of you in the corner is what size? Okay. So this right here, that's a snap cam. So let me show you snap cam. Okay. So this is snap cam. So what snap cam is, snap cam is a virtual cam that mimics snap cam filters. Okay. So this is a separate source. This is a separate camera source that is are there set days, times for the tech support clubhouse rooms? I haven't set oh man, you know, today was the first room I did, and I'm not going to be able to do that room every day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that room every day. But I'll definitely. Do you buy overlay packs or are they custom made? Yes. Let me answer Pandy's. So I'll do the room during the weekday, and the room will probably be done around the afternoon time. If you follow me on Twitter, CoVa the technician. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll announce when I'm doing a room, because I won't just do the room randomly. Like, I'll let people know before I do it. So if you follow me on Twitter, I will make a tweet before I start that room to let the people know I'm about to start the room. But I'm not going to do that room every single day. I'm not capable of doing that every day. Grant, yes. So let me show you Snapcam first. Oh no, I can show you that later. Okay. So this is what I use, right? So I pay for this every 3 months out of the year. This is Own 3D Pro. This gives me access to hundreds of overlays for my stream. Okay. So just to give you a sample, and what this does is, this is connected through my OBS through Twitch. I don't use Twitch, but it's just connected to Twitch. And what this does is, this automatically, it's through a plugin, automatically installs into my OBS to where I have these tools here where I have a scene collection, and I have all the different scenes of the different ones, of the different overlays that I download. Okay, so I pay for this, but you can always just buy one if you want. You can always buy one. Usually what people do too is that they make their own custom minimalized minimal one. I don't feel like doing that right now. I kind of like the intros. I kind of like the overlays, and I alter them based on the graphics, and I don't want a minimal setting right now. Maybe later on in the future I'll go the minimal route, but I kind of like the effects and the graphics and the stinger transitions. I like it. So you have all the different themes here. Now this one I've used, if you follow me for a long time, I've used this one many a times. I've used this one pretty much all of 2020. This one is my favorite one right here, the Nova. And then you just click and install, and it installs in your OBS. This is a synth runner. So you have the webcam, you have the intermission or the just chatting screen, the ending screen, and then you got the webcam overlays for green screen and for talking person videos, or just non-webcam, non-green screen webcams. These are all the popular ones too. I see a lot of people with a couple of those up there. Then you have this one right here, the synthwave retro. Okay, you see? So now a lot of the other streamer content creators, they don't like a lot of that stuff because they say it looks very gamey or cheesy. It really depends on how you use it. Like mine is like the glitchy kind of COD Call of Duty type of look, but it's just black. To me, it's just black. I like it because of the stinger transition. I love the starting screen, simple black screen, not too much, nothing too much going on. And the ending screen, simple, right? I changed the text a little bit around, and that's it. Oh, I had no idea you can purchase overlays like that. Yeah, you can do that in Streamlabs too, but you can do that in Streamlabs too, or you can purchase them in Gumroad or Fiverr. You can have people make them for you. It really depends. You can purchase them anywhere. You can have people make it, or you can make your stuff your own by adding the custom overlay, the custom borders, and all that stuff. You can do all the stuff your own too. So what this does is that I have an app called Manny Virtual Cam, and then I have Snapcam. So what happens is that in OBS, I add the Snapcam source, which is a Manny Cam Virtual Cam that's already on my computer, already activated. So I already have an app that creates another virtual cam. So I feed Snapcam into the Manny Virtual Cam, and then load. Where is it? On this side here. And I'll load the snap camera up on my OBS and select the source. And this is what we get here. So as you can see in the top right, the moment I change it, it changes with it, right? And this one I have is my favorite. We got the Fire Elmo. So, and because it's tracking your face, it moves with your face. Okay? Now, I only add this because it looks cool and I think it's funny. You got the Devil Shadow. Let me show you over here. I'm gonna come back. You got, I used to have all the favorite ones saved, and then something happened and then I lost them all. And you got the album cover. You got that thing. I don't know what the hell that does. There we go. I like that one. I actually have neon eyeglasses. This is funny. Okay, and there you go. It does that, and it tracks your face because it's using face tracking. You see, it's using face tracking, so it's tracking your face. Okay, and to show you, can you add the same video, audio in multiple scenes? Yes, that is called source mirroring. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so to duplicate a source, you can either duplicate the source or you can mirror the source. So what you could do here is you go plus, you go source mirror, right? Create new. You find the source that you want to mirror. I'm going to mirror the snap cam. So I'm going to mirror my snap cam source here. I'm going to show it. So this should be the snap cam here. So now we're going to move this. That should be the snap cam. Nope. Let's change that. No, that's Sony Cam, Snap Cam. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to minimize that. We're going to make this one big. And we're just going to put this behind, and there you go. So this is me mirroring the source, because if you see here, if you can see here, this doesn't say, this says source mirror, not SnapCam, because I'm mirroring the source. You right click properties and you can see the source that I'm mirroring is the SnapCam source. That's how you duplicate a source. Instead of you duplicating and copying the source, you just mirror it. That's how you can recreate the same source on multiple scenes. As you come here again, and you see that's the same source that's here. Oh, I messed it up again. It's here. And of course, obviously, this is not something that you can do in StreamYard, obviously, right? You can't have multiple sources like this on screen unless you're using virtual cam. And again, if you're using virtual cam to do that, why not just use StreamYard? Yeah, it says mirror, so I'm gonna show you again. Okay, you click plus, you go down to source mirror. Under shader, you see source mirror here. You click source mirror. It's gonna ask you to create new. You just say make source visible, create new source. Then it's gonna pop up the screen. Then it's going to ask you to select the source. You select whatever source you want to mirror, and that's it. And that's I mean, that's it. It says mirror, and that's it. Yes, ma'am, and that is it. Actually, stay on the big screen. I need to find an OBS class for beginners. Well, I do consult and do some trainings with people. I can consult with people and help them with one-on-one trainings. You would have to email me for that though. My email's in the description box below. You don't see it. Okay, so let's get this sorted out for Primi. Okay. So Primi, if you're looking on screen, if you're looking at me on screen right now, right? Where it says sources, right? You click the plus under sources, you click plus. All right. You're going to see source mirror. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up from the bottom is source mirror. So you're going to see 5 up from the bottom in source mirror. You should be on OBS 27.0.1. Okay. You should see source mirror. Do you see it? Let me see. I wonder. I don't think the source mirror is a special plugin though that I have on my OBS. I thought it was a built-in feature for OBS. Let me see. Is it a plugin? Oh shit. My bad. That's a plugin. That's a Stream Effects plugin. My bad. Here. My bad. Shit, my bad, Premi. Yo, my bad. Here. Here's the link. Download this. Here's the link right here. Okay, no, don't send me a pic. Here. My fault. That's not. Click that link. The second one. Here's the link right here. Download that plugin. That's why. I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a plugin that I downloaded? It's a plugin from Stream Effects. Stream Effects is a plugin that adds more effects to your OBS. That's a plugin. So download that plugin. Download that plugin. Then go and do what I just told you to do. Then you'll see the source mirror. My bad. I got so much shit on my OBS. I forgot some of the stuff wasn't built in. My bad. I'm sitting here like, wait, why don't you see it? Like, I'm like, why don't you see what's going on? It's a plugin that I downloaded. I thought I saw something crazy. Shout out to Trent for the tweet. I appreciate it for hitting the 800. There you go, Joseph Ackbird. I thought I was following Joseph. There you go, Joseph Ackbird. Shout out to Joseph Ackbird on Twitter. I get to the Twitter. I get to people on Twitter after the stream. I don't want to ignore people on the stream. I'll play with it after you're live. Yeah. Play around with the source mirror, because what the source mirror does is it prevents you from having to duplicate sources, because once you start duplicating sources, they get messed up in OBS. That is what source mirror solves. Essentially, source mirror solves the problem of having duplicate sources that are confusing and then gets misconfigured in your OBS. So once you understand source mirrors, that can open the door for you to mirror any type of source in your OBS in different scenes, and makes life much easier. I need you to stop. Makes life much easier for you. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special intro because your boy went ahead and we done hit 800 subs tonight. 200 away from my 1,000 milestone. Yes, indeed. This is my 800 sub stream. I appreciate people for subscribing to your boy. I greatly appreciate it. All I do is try to help, entertain, inform, edutain, educate, entertain with the content. Hopefully I provide some value to the people. Hopefully I learn you something. But until next time, thank you. Good night.
I'm a big YouTuber.
Let's go. 800. I can't leave the intro out like that on 800. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 800. Two more to go. I appreciate you guys for following your boy, tuning in and tuning out. I greatly appreciate it. Sooner or later, I'm going to have a different outro. But until next time, loosen up in the shoulders, baby. Thank you, goodbye, and good night one more time to 800. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Peace, thank you, and good night.
Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up on me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you